Good morning and welcome back to River Mountain Homestead. I hope everybody got a chance to meet Chris and have a visit with Miss Angela last night. I had to take a break yesterday as I spent most of my day at the VA trying to take care of some issues and run some diagnostics and stuff like that. So I'm running a little bit slow today and probably will be for the next couple of days. Hopefully that will change because I don't stop very well. It doesn't do me any good. Back in the greenhouse area this morning, I am going to attempt to try to pull some of these stumps today. And key word there is attempt. If it works out like I've got planned, we won't have any problem and we'll be able to buzz right through them as long as I can make this a one-man operation. If this was a two-man operation, it'd go a lot smoother, but Miss Angela's not here. She's at work. So it is what it is. And I'm going to take advantage of what I can. I've got a short video from Saturday. I'll show you that here. Hello and welcome back to River Mountain Homestead. The trees under my feet. We've been pretty busy today. We went and got from my buddy the rest of those windows and doors. We ended up with 13 more of the aluminum, and these are double paned and you can actually separate them. So there's actually 26 more windows, and these are 3040s. So they're a good size window and will more than cover the back wall of that greenhouse without a problem whatsoever. We also got this, well, this one right here on the edge is a full glass storm door, which I think we've decided more than likely will get used as a back door. And then the other two doors were actually a French door. Now these are 30-40-year-old doors, but they are metal doors and they've got like a wood laminate on them. So shouldn't have any problem whatsoever getting that laminate off and getting a decent coat of paint on them and making these things look brand new. They do have the webbing, whatever you want to call that, in them, but that's fine. So more than likely those will probably land in the front. So it will have French doors going into it with all those wooden windows. Should turn out fantastic. But with a little chance of rain coming in this evening, I got to turn my attention back to the garden and get all that rabbit manure from yesterday tilled in, and that way it's not just sitting on top. I hate to see it all just get washed away. Mama's over there digging in my strawberries, but I might have some help picking up rocks. That's exciting, right? Yes. I even had a little snippet picking up the windows on our way out. There was, you kind of got to drive through the petting zoo to get into his place. So we stopped and visited with the cows there for just a little bit before we made our way. Hi, how are you? That's an electric.
Oh my goodness. Come here.
We are picking up our second load of windows and doors from the buddy of mine over here. And we hit a little bit of a road jam, or traffic jam, I guess you'd say, coming out.
A cow jam.
It's a cow jam.
Hi, baby.
Ever wonder what cow jam tastes like?
Slowly.
I know slowly.
Come here, Mama. Come here.
She said, I do not know you.
You smell funny. I
Well, that was rude.
think she was offended. Look at that one eating its tail.
Cute little calf there. He's like, hey, what's that?
Hi, Mamas. Are you a mama? Hi, Mamas. Yeah, you're a mama. Hi, Mamas. Hi, Mamas. Hi, Mamas. Hi. Come sing.
How are you, 21? That's what's for dinner. Now, after attempting to get my other incubator back up to temperature yesterday to start these eggs, I was not having any luck. So Mama went and stopped and grabbed a new incubator because, well, we had a lot of eggs to hatch off. So we are now, actually it should be rolling over to 20 days. It's got a countdown timer on it here. It's been doing really well at holding humidity and the temperature. Picked this little guy up at Tractor Supply yesterday. It's basically an upgraded version from the one we had. It's just got a hard plastic covering on it now. And we're going to see how it does. Plus it's digitized. So we are almost one full day in and we'll go from there. Kind of a little rundown of what we had going on Saturday. I've been busy. I hadn't had a chance to post it. It's a 100-mile drive one way just for me to get to the VA to even take care of stuff like this. So it is what it is. But we're going to have multiple windows for this greenhouse. We should have some left. And I think she's already started making plans for some of the spares that we're going to have left over. But that's all right. We'll have some to fall back on in the event that someone throws a rock through from the lawnmower or what have you. Incidents occur, and it's nice to have some spares laying around. So now I'm gonna drag out some chains and straps and see if we can't pull a few of these little old stumps out. And as we're beginning this day with no chance of rain, it's actually starting to drizzle. And it's supposed to be, I guess, overcast and cloudy with a chance of rain this afternoon now. But my initial go here is either going to be a chain or a strap to begin with. And what I'm working with is this guy right here. And it just clamps onto the stump. And the harder you pull on it, the tighter it grips. And this is definitely better with two people. But we're not two people today. I've pulled a many of stumps with this thing. Typically with a winch on a truck, but I just don't have a winch anymore, so we're just going to attempt to use a truck. And I'm going to hook a chain to that poor little old guy right there and see if I can gently ease it out like it is. If I can't gently ease it out, then I'm going to put a tire in here to help my leverage to pull up. I'll explain that to you if we get to that point. We'll just have to see how this first one goes. All right, we are hooked up for a gentle round one. Let's see how this goes. Not quite where we wanted it to pop off at. So they can't pull into that. Try a lower grip. Alright, so I think the midpoint grip is definitely going to be the way to go. May just have to finish hand digging that other one out. You can see how easy that came out at the stump. Is what it is, right? I'll set you guys over here out of the way. Run time lapse. Imagine that. I couldn't imagine you'd see some time lapse out of me. And we'll start plucking all these little boogers out of here. Well, what a good lunch break that was. I mentioned this several videos back. You may or may not recall, but we talked about, or I talked about, or mentioned that we were talking about trying to purchase the piece of land next door to us. And I received the phone call at lunch today to lock that down. So we're not going to have to worry about neighbors for a ways, and also that's definitely going to open up our options as far as livestock is concerned. I know we were definitely talking about probably putting a little bit of cattle on this piece over here if we were able to secure it. Definitely going to be a possibility now, but there's a whole lot of clearing and fence work and money and all that kind of stuff that's involved in that. So that's definitely a down the road item, but just being able to lock it down and secure that piece of land. And it's not a huge piece of land, but it's another almost 4 acres, which is what we have here. So that'll put us at almost 8 acres total, and that will give us more than plenty of room to have at least a couple of cattle over here and some other options as far as that goes down the road. And it just kind of throw a wrench in a lot of my plans for some different stuff that I had currently going. So back to the drawing board like always with us, and back to the thinking board, and coming up with more and better options and ideas, because that changes a lot. It changes a whole lot. And now I'm just gonna have to go for a walk and kind of cruise the timber and check some stuff out like that, and figured I might bring you guys along if I find anything interesting or some really neat sections of the creek, because of the way that stretch runs. That creek runs on the back side of our property here and will continue on the next square going the other way, so we'll have that much more of that creek all the way out going the other side as well. So I'm gonna go for a walk and bring you guys along, and we'll check some stuff out. That is one monster pine. Huge. This is the front section, the power, as well as the water line. The main water line is just off the power line here to the side. And this runs all the way up. That is a huge, huge pine tree. That has got to have some gorgeous heartwood in it. That is on our new property. More views of our wonderful little creek here. I'm almost out to the corner, and if you kind of look, you can see the travel trailer. I didn't bring my tripod out here, so I'm a little shaky. Right there, you can kind of see the whiteness of it, or I can anyway. Are you needing some love? Is it warm out? Sweet baby. Are you about ready for your granddaughter to come? You're gonna take a nap on that though. Not sure how anybody could consider that comfortable, but if that's comfy, B. Are you comfy? Huh? You want to be a lap dog? Goofball. That is about all I've got for today. I got distracted with land plans and cruising that timber and checking everything out and trying to make plans on that, and got my brain running again. But definitely got me not wanting to pull stumps. But we made a pretty good showing on that. I think there's a chance of rain this evening and in the morning. Hopefully I can get back after it tomorrow afternoon. That'll be nice. It'll loosen that up a little bit more, get a little rain on it. Get the rest of them stumps pulled out of there and get them out of the way. And there's a couple more trees I gotta lay down in there. And then the real work begins of laying that out and start dragging all the topsoil out of there. But it is what it is, and we'll get after it tomorrow. So we will catch you guys on the next one.